Alright, what's up you guys? Hey, what's up you guys? It's me. In my last video I introduced myself as Oliver, and I'm recording it on the same day. I don't know if that's the name that I will be going by the time I put this up, but I'll let you know. But yes, I'm redoing the gender tag video. I did the gender tag the first time. I think I actually just watched it a little bit ago, so I know. I posted it on July 30th, 2015. I think I recorded it a few days before that, maybe 2 weeks. No, I think I actually posted it like, I don't know. It's when I posted it. So to me, I think a lot has changed since then. Obviously I'm like 10 months on testosterone now. So, a lot in that sense has changed. A lot in my voice has changed. I was actually just listening to the original gender tag video, and I was like, I used to be very dysphoric of my voice, and I was listening to it, and at first I was like, oh god, that's me. And then I like clicked over to another tab, and I started scrolling through Tumblr, and then I forgot that that was actually my voice, and then I was hearing these things, and I was like, this voice isn't actually that bad, and I was like, oh my god, but that's my voice. And I was like, whoa. I was just dissociating on whole new levels, and I'm already a minute and a half in, and I haven't gotten to the gender tag. Redoing it. So, the first question is, how do you self-identify your gender, and what does that definition mean to you? I identify as non-binary trans-masculine person, so I don't identify within the binary. I do frequently pass as male, although that is not my intention to say. I have no intention of passing as male. I just kind of want to be me, and if being me means that people assume I'm male, whatever, that's not really a big problem for me. Online and through my videos and to my close friends, they all know that I am non-binary, trans-masculine, so I identify within, I am pretty masculine, so yeah, I don't know, does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Second question, what pronouns honor you? He, him, or they, them pronouns honor me. I'm fine with whatever. Most of my friends only use he, him, and I think some people online use they, them, but whatever works. 3, describe the style of clothing that you most often wear. This is the one thing that has changed big time since the year before. I wore a lot of the same colors last year, and this year I'm really starting to get into colors again, mostly pink. I really like pink. So I wear a lot of shirts like this. I still do wear a lot of button-ups. I wear a lot of plain tees, fun shirts. What else? I wear a lot of vintagey clothes, or clothes that make it look like I'm from the 90s. I have a lot of throwbacky kind of clothes, and a lot of vibing and aesthetic clothes. It's like how people describe it to me, and I see it, I can see it, I understand. So yeah, it's mostly clothes from the men's section because that's what I'm comfortable with, and that's the easiest to me to get and to just do my thing with. I also really love long line t-shirts. Long line t-shirts and long line sweaters and things like that. Oh my god, I love them so much. I literally made my mom, I was like, I'm buying a bunch of long line sweatshirt things while I'm in Germany because they don't exist. They're not as common in the US. So yeah, I went to Primark in Germany, even though there's Primarks here. I went to Primark in Germany, and I majorly hit up some long line tees. 4, talk about your choices with body hair. How do you style your hair? Do you have facial hair? And what do you choose to shave or not choose not to shave? My hair is literally just this swishy. You can't even tell. It's a little swishy this side, and then there's a little bits that go this way. And I literally I shower in the morning because you don't want to see this disaster in the morning. In the mornings, it's up and everywhere, and it's just not a pleasant time. So I literally just push it to the side. I towel dry it a little bit and go whoosh, and that's it. As far as body hair goes, I am a fucking bear. I'm a bear. A bear. So I don't shave my legs. And of course, being on testosterone has turned me into a fucking bear. Literally. My legs are getting very, very hairy, and I'm like, where is this coming from? I look at my dad and I go, you're not that hairy. And like, he has really light brown hair, and I'm like, you're not that hairy. I look at my brother, who's 19, he's younger than me, and I look at him and I'm like, you're not hairy either. And I look at my half brother, I'm like, you are hairy, you're fuzzy, but like, you haven't gone through puberty yet, so like, you're just fuzzy. So I'm like, and I look at my mom, I'm like, you're not hairy, Papa's not hairy. I'm like, where did this come from? Like, I'm a bear, literally. So, yeah, I'm a bear. I pretty much fly free, too. I let it fly free. My armpit hair, though, bothers me, and I'll trim it sometimes because it gets really long, and I'm like, you shouldn't be that long. So I do that, and as far as facial hair goes, let's see if I can get it to show up. Focus on my face. It doesn't want to focus. You can see it a little. There it is. Oh, come on. Okay, well, it's not working on it. But I do have facial hair. And I shave pretty frequently. I actually need to shave really bad. I'm shaving tomorrow morning, probably. I meant to this morning. Didn't happen. As far as facial hair goes for the future, I think I could rock some stubble if it fills in, but I wouldn't go ever past stubble. I would always shave it. So 5, talk about cosmetics. Do you choose to wear makeup? Do you paint your nails? And what types of soaps and perfumes do you use, if any? I don't wear makeup. I felt like I wanted to get into makeup, but I wanted to get into makeup for the wrong reasons. Like, I wanted to do it because I was like, I can make myself look better. And I was like, that's so bad. I was like, that's bad for your self-esteem. I was like, no. So, I don't wear makeup. I do not paint my nails. I used to. I never really liked it. It always bothered me in a weird way. What types of soaps and perfumes do you use? I don't use any perfume or cologne. I used to occasionally, but it was not my cologne. I took it from one of my brothers. Soaps. I use African black soap because it's wonderful for my skin. 6, have you experienced being misgendered? If so, how often? I used to experience being misgendered all the time. I don't really get misgendered by people like at school or anything ever, even though I live with a girl, so like the assumption is like you're a girl too, but no. I don't remember the last time at school that I was misgendered. Maybe by a professor that like wasn't mine, not my professor, but like some professor in passing, or people in passing that like knew me my freshman year maybe, but like not really. As far as strangers go, I typically pass as male. As far as my family goes, some of my family don't know. So obviously I do get misgendered, and then even my mom, who does know, she's still the one thing that hasn't changed from last year's edition of this is that she still does not call me by like my name and pronouns. She's trying. She has started to reform like how she thinks. So like she started to realize when people ask her like how many kids she has, she's like, oh, I have 3 sons. And I'm like, yes, mother. So she started to really embrace that part of it, but she still calls me by she, her pronouns, and she calls me Jay, which is a nickname from my birth name. It's just, I see it as just the first letter of it. I don't see it as the actual name, but that's probably because I actually know someone named Jay, and well, his name's Jason, but he goes by Jay a lot, and like that's actually one of my exes, but like we were good friends after, and now I don't really know him anymore, so I still associate it with him, and I'm like, please don't call me that. I don't know, like even though we were friends after, I still feel weird taking that name, and I have a feeling, I've been trying to talk to my mom about names, and she knows I want to change it again. She's been considering names, and I feel like she's gonna, if I bring it up to her, she's gonna be like, why don't you just go by Jay? And I'm like, because that feels like a total cop-out for me changing my name from like my full birth name to just Jay feels like I'm a cop-out, and that feels just not right at all. So I'm working on it. Working on that. 7, do you experience dysphoria, and how does that affect you? I do experience dysphoria. I mostly experience, I would say, social dysphoria and top dysphoria. Social because sometimes when I'm jumping into certain social aspects and parts of life, I don't feel comfortable and I don't know how people are perceiving me, and because I don't know how people are perceiving me, I then kind of crawl into my little bubble and I just kind of hide, and I'm like, I don't know what to do here. I did that at work, unfortunately. My best friend was witness that. She's like, you at work and you after work, literally the second you leave, is two completely different people. And she's like, that's not good. I was like, I know it's so bad. And I didn't know how I was being perceived, because when I started, I think I was only about 3 months on T. I didn't feel like my voice had dropped very much at that point. I didn't know how people were seeing me, so I didn't feel comfortable, and that just was bad for me. So that's how the social aspect is, like me being not comfortable, but me being on testosterone now has really helped me, and I feel like I am far more comfortable and I experience social dysphoria less often. As far as top dysphoria goes, I do experience it pretty regularly. I haven't been binding a lot in the summer just because like it's out of convenience for me not to, rather, if that would make sense. It's more convenient for me not to bind. I've been painting like the trim and the crown moldings in my house, so I've been doing like physical work, so I didn't want to bind, and it would be really uncomfortable like constantly having to go onto the ground and crawl around and having to get up, and that would just be uncomfortable. So I've just been wearing a sports bra and loose t-shirts and hoping that that would be fine, and I just ignore my chest as much as I can. I have a weird top dysphoria associated thing now where I actually hate putting on a sports bra or a binder or anything. Like, I don't like the feeling of something on, like, tightly constricting or even, like, on at all. And I think for a period of, like, 2 months I slept topless every single night, and I couldn't fall asleep unless I was topless. And that was great. But then all of a sudden one morning I woke up and I walked into the bathroom and I was like, boom, top dysphoria, and it was bad. It was so bad that I had to leave the bathroom in the middle of like putting in my contacts and go put it on a shirt. So yeah, that's top dysphoria. 8, talk about children. Are you interested in having children? Would you want to carry a child if that were an option? And do you want to be the primary caretaker for any children you may have? Yes, I want kids. No, I would not carry a child. That is an option, but I would not do it. That would be extraordinarily uncomfortable. Do you want to be the primary caretaker? I don't care. I would love to be the primary caretaker if my future partner were full-time working. I would happily stay at home with the children's, especially because the job that I want to do is graphic design, and it wouldn't be terrifically difficult for me to transition from working in an office to working in an office at home. Yeah, I probably would be the primary caretaker. Legitimately, I have plans if I'm not in a relationship, like a stable relationship. I am 29. I will totally solo adopt a kid. Don't even care. I know that, like, the one thing I know most in life is that I want children. Don't care how. Want children. Let's see. 9, talking about money. Is it important for you to provide for family financially if you choose to have one? Is it important to you that you earn more money than any partner you may have? Do you prefer to pay for things like dates? Are you comfortable when others pay for you or offer to pay for you? Of course, it's important for me to provide financially for my family. I would hope I would be providing financially. Is it important that you earn more than my partner? No, not at all. I would be extraordinarily proud of my future partner if they make more than me, and regardless, I would be proud of them. Do you prefer to pay for things like dates? I don't necessarily prefer. Typical social cues means that, yeah, I should be paying for my dates, but I probably would pay for a first date. Theoretically, if I was going on a first date, I would definitely pay. And as like the relationship progressed, we would probably start switching on and off of who pays, and that's perfectly fine with me. And are you uncomfortable when others pay for you or offer to pay for you? Yeah. If it's just my friends and they offer to pay for me for something, I low-key am uncomfortable with it for some reason. I think that's not really a gender-related thing. That's a money and finance-related thing, because I grew up and we didn't really have a lot of money, so I hated like asking for money from people, and like I still don't like asking for money. I just don't feel... It makes me feel insecure because I'm not financially stable enough to do something or something along those lines. So I think it really stems from that, and not me, just not like a gender related thing at all. It's just like a personal thing. Although sometimes with certain friends I am comfortable with that. Just because I know that like I will be paying them back in one way or another. 10, anything else you want to share about your experience with gender? I don't know. I mean, I don't know, this has already been 17 minutes. Do we really want to go on? Do we want to go on? I don't know. I think everyone should be able to freely... Oh wow, what is my voice doing? Stop doing it. I think everyone should be able to freely just be able to do their thing. Like, I wish I could just do my thing and not people assume what gender I am, but that's alright. Society, things will change over time. People just gotta work on it. Yeah, so I basically think that's it. And you can compare this 18-minute video to my 8-minute one from last time, although, being honest, that 8-minute video from last year was actually 29 minutes. So I did good in that perspective. So that is about it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe you can compare my voice between July of 2015 and August of 2016. You definitely can compare my voice. It would be entertaining, I'm sure. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you're looking forward to more videos from me, which I hope to be posting really soon. And I shall see y'all soonish. But like, can we appreciate that I learned how to French braid? Like, look at it. It's flawlessly beautiful, even though it won't focus. Also, I attacked myself in my sleep last night. Look at that. Oh man, I literally clawed at my head, and I was like, I literally felt myself go like this in my sleep and grab, and then I went back and I fell back into my deep sleep. I woke up this morning, I looked in the mirror. Oh my god, I actually attacked myself. Okay, in other news, good night.